Hey guys, this is Kiki with the Corona Introspective. Today is Saturday, May 16th, and we have crossed all types of numbers. All types of numbers. And 48 states have officially began some sort of an opening plan. And here in Maryland, Montgomery County in Maryland, PG County, Washington, D.C., and a couple of counties and cities in Northern Virginia, our numbers are still steady, flat, and high, and we are not opening anytime soon. After 9 weeks of social isolation and socially distancing, and with the weather turning nice, beautiful, and sunny and warm like it is right now, guys, I am getting so itchy to get out and resume some sort of normalcy. And no, I'm not going to be that person breaking, all types of guidance and breaking all types of rules because I feel like it. I understand we still have to stay vigilant. And again, especially in our area, we are densely populated. There's still a lot of cases. They're not getting any lower. Just in the last 24 hours, we had 1.1 thousand, I think maybe 1,089, something around their cases in Maryland. And again, most of this is coming from my county and the neighboring county of PG. But the urge to get out and to start socializing, to not be alone, is so real. So I was thinking, this thing isn't going away anytime soon, and we need to learn how to safely live with this, right? Last week I talked about livelihoods versus lives, and that we shouldn't have to choose lives over livelihoods always. However, in the dire situation that has put, the dire economic situation that we're going through, and how it's affecting, real people, real human beings, and their families, that they can't feed themselves, they can't pay their utility bills, the unemployment rates. That's real, and something does have to be done about that. But again, the question is, how do we do something about that, yet without sacrificing lives, without overwhelming our hospital systems again, without getting our neighbors sick, without killing each other? I don't have the answer. I don't know what the right thing to do is. I don't know how we can all start, living our lives as a society while maintaining, that safety and all of the precautions, that are being recommended and advised by the CDC and the scientific community. But I can make, decisions for myself. And so for myself, again, I don't know. Things evolve, and this may evolve next week. This may evolve tomorrow. My way of thinking may change. Hey, in the next hour, I don't know. But I have decided that it's okay to see a few select people, but doing so in a calculated manner, doing so in a safe manner. Yesterday was the first time that I actually hung out with a friend in 9 months. It is the first time that I spent time with somebody. There's a girlfriend of mine. She lives a short drive away. We sat outside in the sun on her front porch at a distance and just talked and caught up, and it was the most normalcy that I felt in a long time. And I think it was probably for her as well, because for much of the time that we have spent together, we just cried. We cried because of the emotional aspect, because we haven't seen each other in a long time, because we haven't seen people in a long time, because this felt so normal, just hanging out, having a beer on a patio. As human beings, we are social creatures, And I understand everybody's situation is different. And maybe for a lot of you, you have not been void of human contact. But for a lot of you that live by yourself, if you have been, isolating and following all the recommendations, then you're probably feeling my pain. And, having spent all of that time, mostly alone, except for an occasional person that you see at a grocery store, it's difficult. And if y'all have been following my video series, you've heard me reference, I think once early on when this whole thing first started, I went on a walk with somebody, and I occasionally do go see my mother, and we go on a walk together. And that's fantastic, and that has been the extent of any interaction. But friends, connections, I love my mother. But there's not everything that I can talk with her about. And being able to resume and return to the circle that really creates, the whole social experience. Again, meaning in a safe way, meaning mentally, that fills in all of the mental pieces of the pie. You have different friends filling in different pieces of your life, right? And slowly beginning to piece that together is probably the healthiest thing that I'm going to do for myself in a long time. But again, the challenge still remains, right? I want to do this safely. I want to be calculated about this. I don't want to put anybody at risk. And in my explorations and my search for the sun and for something different to do, I have a new plan. I'm not telling y'all where this is because I may get in trouble for this. But this is an empty parking garage rooftop. And there's nobody here. And as long as there's nobody here, and as long as it's legally open, I don't see why I can't just, bring a blanket up here. Maybe drag up a little kiddie pool, lounge chair. I'm kidding, that's going too far. Sit. But, just to my own personal space where I can get a little bit of sun. I'm very, very excited about this find. I'm also very excited about my decision to safely in a calculated manner start seeing people. The rules that I'm setting in place are, all hangout sessions have to happen outside at places where we can still maintain distance. So I'm not planning on, being side by side with anybody. And, when appropriate, wear masks. So I'm still going to be as safe as possible about this. With all the bright, beautiful, sunny days outside, I almost forgot. I want you to stay safe, stay vigilant, love, and light.